On the night of April 29, 2016, a routine trip to the liquor store turned into a cold-blooded double homicide. Surveillance footage would later show four friends arriving at a Toronto LCBO in a Honda Pilot planning to grab drinks for a party. Joseph Anzolona, Cynthia Mullapudi, Chad Pillay, and Ravina Concherla. Inside, Anzolona and Concherla browsed the aisles. At almost the same time, a Ford Fusion pulled into the parking lot. Harris Nain and Alexander Fountain stepped out and entered the store, their movements calm, deliberate, and caught on multiple cameras. Moments later, Nain abruptly left the store without buying anything and returned to the Fusion. Fountain remained behind. Anzolona and Concherla completed their purchase and returned to the Honda. Then it happened. As Anzolona opened the door to the vehicle, someone ran up from the Fusion and fired 7 shots into the Pilot. Anzolona and Mullapudi were killed instantly. The shooter sprinted back to the Ford, joined by Fountain. They sped away. That car was never seen again. Just 2 days after the shooting, police spotted Nain arriving at his girlfriend's apartment. The concierge greeted him with a fist bump and warned, "The police are looking for you guys." Nain thanked him, then bolted. He slid into the front passenger seat of a car and reclined the seat so far back he was nearly lying down, clearly trying to avoid being seen. In 2019, Harris Nain was convicted of 2 counts of first-degree murder by a jury. But the story didn't end there. Nain appealed his conviction, claiming there wasn't enough evidence to prove he was the shooter or that the murders were planned and deliberate. Even more shockingly, his legal team tried to introduce new evidence from none other than Alexander Fountain, his longtime friend and co-accused. Fountain, who had been on the run during the trial, claimed that a third man, Jaden Jackson, now deceased, was the actual killer. In a sworn affidavit, he said Jackson shot the victims and then hijacked the vehicle they fled in. The alleged shooter, Jackson, couldn't defend himself. He died in 2018. Fountain's testimony was dramatic. He painted Jackson as a loose cannon wearing a shiny beige varsity jacket. He said Nain didn't even know Jackson. Yet under cross-examination, Fountain admitted he and Nain were now prison neighbors and close friends, even though he insisted they never spoke about the murders in detail. But the courts weren't buying it. The Ontario Court of Appeal rejected the affidavit, saying it wasn't believable and wouldn't have changed the original verdict. The judges pointed out the flaws. The story came years later. It wasn't supported by the original evidence, and it seemed designed to protect a friend already serving time. The court dismissed Harris Nain's appeal. The judges ruled the trial was fair, the evidence strong, and the new testimony too weak to undo a double murder conviction. 2 lives lost, a failed cover-up, and a conviction that still stands. Do you think the new evidence from Fountain should have been allowed in court? Was it a sincere confession or just a way to protect a friend? Who do you believe pulled the trigger? Nain, Fountain, Jaden, or someone else entirely? Let me know in the comments.